Welcome to the Project Endure podcast, the place where we talk about life, endurance, persistence, perspective, and so much more. I'm Joe Rinaldi, and I'll be your host. Let's jump in. Before we get started, let me share a quote with you. The great Les Brown once said, "You can't see the picture when you're in the frame." If you've felt stuck in your fitness, mindset, or life as a whole, head down to the link in the show notes and reach out to learn more about Project Endure coaching so that we can help you step outside of the frame and bridge the gap between who you are now and who you want to be. We can't wait to hear from you. Now, let's get to the episode. Welcome back to the Project Endure podcast. This is a bonus episode with me, Joe Rinaldi. If you're listening to this when it's being released, we are on the brink of yet another new year. We're about to enter 2026. This podcast will be different from some of the others as it'll be a look back on some of the lessons, thoughts, and reflections from 2025 in an effort to regroup and be intentional with how we move forward into 2026. This past year has been full of continued growth for Project Endure, and at times it's moved at a pace that feels hard to keep up with. We've coached hundreds of clients, touched thousands of people in person, and reached tens of thousands through this podcast. For those new to the podcast, we're an organization focused on helping others find strength in their struggle, and our motto is do hard things. I hope that you'll stick around and consider how the points to come are applicable to your own life in this season. Before we jump in, I want to share the deepest level of gratitude that I can express. The support that we've received over the past 4.5 years has been encouraging, overwhelming, and so appreciated. We wouldn't be who we are without you. And if you're listening to this, I consider you a supporter of what we're building, and having your attention is not something I take for granted. The intention of this episode is to add as much value as possible, and I'm confident that the coming minutes will have something for everyone. I've taken the time to think through the points that I'll be sharing, and they're all things that I've needed to hear. I hope that some or all of them resonate with you. The following are in no particular order. Let's get into it. Most people won't see the work that matters most. Soul work is slow work, but it changes who we are. If growth feels unseen, that doesn't mean it isn't happening. If growth feels slow, it doesn't mean that it's not worth it. Everything that we are not changing, we are choosing. And each decision brings us closer to or further from the person we want to become. Some of the most consequential choices we'll ever make won't be understood, celebrated, or even seen by the outside world. They will only be known by the person we become as a result of making them. This can be disorienting in a world that rewards performance over substance. When external affirmation becomes the standard for success, unseen work can feel pointless. But maturing is learning to let internal alignment outweigh external approval, to care more about being right than being seen, more about depth than display. Even when it comes, the spotlight won't reveal the foundation beneath it. And that's what matters. Doing the work that matters most requires a long time horizon. It means trusting that who you are becoming is more important than who you appear to be. It's been said that every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. No single instance will transform your beliefs, but as the votes build up, so does the evidence of your new identity. Next, become someone. Don't just get something. Winning isn't about outcomes. It's about the process of becoming. The work shapes you long before it rewards you. And when you focus on doing the right things, results tend to take care of themselves. This mindset requires patience, trust, and the willingness to play the long game. The secret is embracing the process with loose attachment to the product. It's about becoming, not obtaining. Getting is transactional. Becoming is transformational. Success is being who you are with a willingness to be misunderstood while pursuing what matters most to you. This is the distinction between living a life of reaction versus a life of creation. Humans are meant to build and create. And that requires swimming upstream in a world where consumption is easier than ever, everywhere we look, and feels good in the moment. It's been said that I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. It's also been said, don't waste your time chasing butterflies. Mend your garden, and the butterflies will come. Next, commitment is choosing despite doubt. Commitment is often misunderstood as being certain. The truth is the opposite. Real commitment is choosing a path even when doubt lingers, even when fear whispers, and even when outcomes are uncertain. The Latin root for the word decide translates to decidere, which means to cut off from all other options. Commitment is an intentional choice to cut off all other options. It means pursuing what you want most instead of what you want in any given moment. Commitment requires courage to move forward without all of the answers. It demands confidence that we can figure it out, put one foot in front of the other, and pick up the pieces if it all falls apart. Most people are frustrated not because of a lack of choices, but a lack of commitment. Stop waiting for the best. Start making it the best. It's been said that the quality of a person's life is in direct proportion to their commitment, even in the face of doubt. The relationship between commitment and uncertainty is not antagonistic. It's essential. True commitment is not the absence of fear. It's choosing to act in spite of it. Next, feel fully, act on principle. The human experience is a roller coaster of emotions, and to have a rich life is to feel it all. We are meant to feel things, but emotions are information, not instructions. Feel what you need to feel, then do what you need to do. Learn to get back to baseline as fast as possible. Just like a healthy heart is measured in part by how quickly it can return to baseline after intense exercise, our emotional health can be measured in part by how quickly we can compose ourselves when emotions spike. Take action on what you know to be true about who you are, what you value, and where you want to go. Principles are the compass that keeps you aligned when emotions are volatile or when external circumstances threaten to pull you off course. When it comes to the outside world, remember that a broken compass still points somewhere. Learn to listen to your internal compass and make sure your decisions align with who you are, what you care about, and where you want to be. It's been said that those who do only what they feel like don't do much. To be successful at anything, you must take action even when you don't feel like it, knowing that the action itself will produce the motivation you need to follow through. Also, embarrassment is an underexplored emotion. Go out there and make a fool of yourself from time to time and allow yourself to feel it. Next, discipline is boring until you see what it builds. Discipline doesn't look impressive in the moment, and mastery feels more like boredom than it does excitement. While sin feels like freedom until you try to stop. The point is, little choices compound in big ways over time. The small decisions that seem unimportant are actually the scaffolding of success. Discipline is the invisible architecture of our dreams. It's been said that a river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. It's also been said that you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. The daily actions that seem small, boring, and repetitive are the same actions that ultimately determine the trajectory of your life. Mastery and achievement are built quietly, invisibly, in the routine of your discipline. Next, hard doesn't go away. You just choose which hard. Life is hard. Stop trying to make it easy. Everything that you want exists on the other side of hard. A brief side note, just because it's hard doesn't mean it's valuable. Avoiding hard doesn't remove it, it only delays it. Choose the hard that builds instead of the hard that erodes. Remember that taking no risk might be the biggest risk of all. There's a version of you that only exists on the other side of extreme effort. Bet on who you want to become. It's been said that man cannot remake himself without suffering, for he is both the marble and the sculptor. One extra thought here. You can have anything you want if you learn how to add value while making people feel good, seen, heard, and loved. Next, you can do hard things without hardening. Strength doesn't require being cold. Doing hard things will change you. Pressure always leaves a mark. The question is not whether you will be shaped, but how. Hardening feels safe in the short term. It gives the illusion of control, but over time, it extracts a cost. Relationships thin, happiness dulls, purpose erodes. What begins as self-protection slowly becomes self-imprisonment. You may survive the hardship, but you lose access to the very parts of yourself that make survival meaningful. The deepest strength is not found in those who feel nothing. It's found in those who feel fully and keep on going. It takes a lot of strength to allow others to think that you're weak. And spending time with people we love can help smooth the rough edges of life. It's been said to beware that when fighting monsters, you don't become a monster. Next, consistency is adaptability, not rigidity. Being consistent doesn't mean refusing to change. It means adjusting without abandoning your values. Life is fluid. Growth requires movement. Circumstances change. People change. Even we change as our energy, capacity, and focuses fluctuate. True consistency is not about stubbornly clinging to a single method. It's about showing up, reliable, adaptable, and firm in who we are. It's the ability to maintain direction and purpose even as environment shifts around us. Consistency is adaptability, not rigidity. It's the strength to keep moving forward toward your goals while bending with reality from time to time, adjusting to circumstances, and maintaining alignment with a deeper purpose. We must let parts of ourselves die to create room for growth. Just like the lungs, you can't take in until you let go. Every breath we take is trust that when we let go, something new will fill our lungs again. Growth is making space for new things. It can be good to change your mind. Just make sure you protect your character. It's been said, what goes too long unchanged destroys itself. The forest is forever because it dies and dies and dies. And so it lives. Next, balance is seasonal, not static. Life isn't about finding balance and holding it forever. It's about navigating seasons of imbalance with awareness. It's a dance that we learn as we go, one where we adapt as the music changes. Balance is not about all things being equal. It's about all things being in alignment with priorities, and that shifts from season to season. It's been said that we are in the habit of imagining our lives to be linear, a long march from birth to death in which we mass our powers only to surrender them again, all the while slowly losing our youthful beauty. This is a brutal untruth. Life meanders like a path through the woods. We have seasons when we flourish and seasons when the leaves fall from us, revealing our bare bones. Given time, they grow again. Next, do what you said you would. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. And if you keep saying that you'll start tomorrow, you'll run out of tomorrows before you start. We build confidence and trust when we follow through on what we said we would, when words match actions. The word abracadabra comes from an ancient phrase that means, I create as I speak. Our words hold weight. Our words should hold weight. Under promise, over deliver. Don't speak faster than you think. Say what you mean what you say, because if your actions don't match your words, then you have nothing to say. It's also been said that greatness isn't determined by the number of promises that you make, but by the ones that you keep. Next, environment matters. Energy is contagious, and environments shape us. We become like the people we spend the most time with. And sometimes it's better to walk alone than to walk misaligned. Don't eat with people you wouldn't starve with, because even the strongest lungs can't survive toxic air. Even when around good humans, remember that the world screams, intuition whispers. Don't forget to listen to your gut. It's been said that if you look at the people in your circle and you don't get inspired, then you don't have a circle. You have a cage. Next, be a great human first. Before you do anything else, strive to be a great person. Upside is limited if it's not built on the foundation of personal development. Achievements, accolades, and external success are empty if they are not grounded in character. People ask me what it means to be a great coach, and to me, being a great coach means being a great friend with a specific job to help someone grow in a specific direction. It means being there. It means caring deeply. It means providing structure. It means giving guidance. It means intentional accountability mixed with genuine compassion. It looks like helping someone define the path and then do the work with occasional nudges when they veer off path and encouragement when they throw up their hands. It means being patient. It means being persistent. It means walking the walk. It means investing into potential. It means being a great person. It's been said to treat a person as he could be, and he will become what he ought to be. One extra thought here is that sometimes people need to borrow our belief. If you believe in someone, let them know. Don't keep that a secret. Next, time is precious. This life is fragile and our time is limited. Do everything that you can to minimize future regret. Don't waste time on things that don't matter. Let me share that again. Don't waste time on things that don't matter. That's it. Next, ready is a decision. Most people wait for the perfect conditions to get started. The truth is, action precedes inspiration. Action is what creates clarity. Action doesn't need to be perfect in order to work. Action doesn't need a destination in order to be taken. You only lose if you quit. Different animals with different instincts in different territories can achieve the same thing in different ways. If the goal is to hunt, the only way you lose is to starve because you are not going for it. So go hunt. Go eat. Go do it the way that it needs to be done. It's also been said that I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. And one more thought here. If taking action elicits a sense of fear, recognize that you're scared because you're unfamiliar, not because you're incapable. Next, endurance without direction is exhaustion. Grinding without purpose is pointless. Endurance is often celebrated as a virtue, but without purpose, it can become nothing more than relentless fatigue. Endurance paired with direction is resilience. So know what you're enduring for. Passion is the willingness to suffer. It's about devotion, endurance, and the pain that we choose. It's not our words that define our passion or endurance, but it's our threshold for struggle. It's been said that people speak of hope as if it is this delicate, ephemeral thing made of whispers and spider webs. It's not. Hope has dirt on her face, blood on her knuckles, the grit of cobblestones in her hair, and just spat out a tooth as she rises for another go. It's also been said that resilience is distinct from mere survival and more than mere endurance. Resilience is endurance with direction. Next, there's a lag between effort and outcome. The work will speak, but the work speaks later. Growth compounds in silence before it shows up in public. Be patient and be willing to be misunderstood because no one else will see the vision that you're crafting until it comes to fruition. Understand that patience isn't passive. It's been said that when nothing seems to help, I go and look at the stonecutter, hammering away at his rock, perhaps 100 times without as much as a single crack showing in it. Yet, at the 101st blow, it will split in two. And I know it was not that blow that did it, but all that had gone before. It's also been said that sometimes magic is just someone spending more time on something than anyone else might reasonably expect. Next, true happiness hums. Peace isn't the absence of problems. Happiness isn't something we get. It's something we experience. It can't be forced. It must be felt. It's recognizing that one day we will look back and realize that the small things were the big things. True happiness is grounded in gratitude, and that is a skill we can craft with intention over time. Bandwidth is a privilege. Spending a lot of time on small problems means you don't have many big problems. Remember that. It could always be worse. It's been said, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. Next, triggers are our teachers. The things that bother us are here to help us learn. The moments where we feel triggered are opportunities to look in the mirror. Triggers give us access to understanding ourselves. Stop reacting, start reflecting. It's been said, your triggers are your teachers. Every painful reaction points to some work left to be done. Next, slow down. This will pass, the good and the bad. You don't get unlimited tomorrows. Slow down. Let your soul catch up to your body. Remember that enough isn't a number. Be here now and be who you are, because time will erode the facade of who you're pretending to be. Here's an excerpt from a book that I love. And so, taking the long way home through the market, I slow my pace down. It doesn't come naturally. My legs are programmed to trot briskly and my arms to pump up and down like pistons. But I force myself to stroll past the stalls and pavement cafes, to enjoy just being somewhere rather than rushing from somewhere to somewhere. Inhaling deep lungfuls of air instead of my usual shallow breaths. I take a moment to just stop and look around me and smile to myself. For the first time in a long time, I can quite literally smell the coffee. Last and final point. God is good. And I couldn't do any of this without him. Faith is what holds it all together. And for me, this is the big one. And I'm just not sure how people thrive without it. Romans chapter 5, verses 3-5 read, "Not only that, but we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope, and hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us." Thank you so much for listening to these words and supporting our mission. Even if I don't know you yet, I would love to start a conversation and invite you into what we're creating with open arms. There's a place here for everyone, and we're here for whatever you need. I've got a good feeling about 2026, and I hope you do too. With so much love, and until next time, do hard things. If you enjoyed this episode of the Project Indoor podcast, go ahead and subscribe, leave a review on your platform of choice, and share this episode with a friend. It helps us get more conversations like this out to more people like you. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next time. And one more thing. If you're looking for a community of people all striving to be better together, check out the Project Indoor Hard Things Club. The link is in the description below. We'd love to have you.